Hi everyone, Teddy here.
And I'm Courtney, and today we have Teddy back at it to react to some popular women's fragrances. So these are 7 really popular women's fragrances. We're gonna see what Teddy has to say about them. Teddy's gonna have no idea what the fragrance is. It's gonna be a blind reaction. So he hasn't seen the packaging. He's not gonna see it while I'm spraying. So I've sprayed each of these fragrances 30 minutes in advance. We put it in a little baggie. I'm gonna give him the strip and he's gonna smell it. So let's get into it.
All right, everybody, before we jump in here, we have a very exciting announcement. So we just launched a new segment of our website where we have fragrances for sale, but not just any fragrances, some amazing fragrances that we're very just proud of, we love. These were hand curated by us, fragrances that we wear, but also fragrances that I think we're also in alignment with what I think many of you guys would like as well.
Yeah, these are world-class brands that we're working with. We are so excited. We have brands like Amouage, Floris, Xerjoff, and several other incredible brands that we know that you guys will love, that we love too.
Check them out in the description down below. We'll have a link to the site where you can just shop around, look at more things. And also for your first order, definitely use promo code FIRSTORDER at checkout so you can get a discount off your first purchase. Any purchase helps the channel, helps us bring more content to you, and really would appreciate that as well. But guys, let's get back to the video. Okay, first one. Okay, so this is nice. I would say this is kind of a warmer fragrance. This would probably be better for fall, maybe winter months. White florals, perhaps, maybe also just some vanilla. This is also very creamy. Almost smells like a latte. Kind of smells like a latte. This is more of a middle of the road. As I mentioned in previous videos talking about women's fragrances, I kind of like sweeter fragrances, not overly sweet. There's a point where I think it becomes too extreme. This is not reaching that extreme. This is a subtle warmth, vanilla, and I mean, I personally would not mind that on a woman.
Okay.
Not my favorite fragrance I've ever smelled, but I think off to a pretty good start here. I actually don't mind one at all.
Okay. Moving on to number 2.
Okay, number 2. Whoa. This is strong. I can already tell if this was sprayed immediately after. This is 30 minutes, you said? This is crazy strong. Very bold, brazen. So sweet though. This is what I just talked about when it encroaches on that territory of becoming too sweet. I don't like it as much. This is in that territory.
Too sweet?
Too sweet, very bold.
Who could you picture wearing that one?
This is a youthful fragrance. It actually, there's some nostalgia elements here. Like I almost smell like high school.
Okay.
You know, I smell like a high school, a young woman, like a very young woman, or honestly, it's almost childish in a way. Just sweet, candy, caramelized. Not my favorite.
Okay.
Too extreme. If I smelled that on a woman, I think it would just come off as just very ostentatious. Look at me. I don't think that's something I would like.
Okay, okay. Next.
Number 3?
Number 3. You're doing great.
Okay, let's keep going. Okay, this is much different than the last one. More citrus oriented, lots of citrus. Maybe subtle hits of floral. But I'm mostly getting kind of the remnants of citrus. It's kind of evaporated since, but... So we talked about this being anything but subtle. This is more subtle. I think this is also, you talk about being younger, this is going to skew up in the age demographic. Not like mature, I think anybody could wear this, but very classic. And it's actually bothering me because this smells very familiar and I can't pinpoint exactly what it is.
Maybe you'll know it when we come back at the end.
Okay.
You can try to guess what things are before I reveal them to you.
This is nice though. Understated is how I would describe this one. Very much about the citrus, maybe subtle musk in here, but and then like a white floral. But I like this.
Would you say it's your favorite so far?
This and one are close. I think I'd give a slight edge to this.
Okay. Number 4?
Number 4. Okay. A lot of these have been sweet so far. Like the first 2 are very sweet. Has a youthfulness to it. What is in there? Probably vanilla again. Kind of has this caramelized approach. So if this was high school, I think we're moving up slightly.
Okay.
This is, I would say, kind of more of like a flirtatious type of scent.
Okay.
Sweet, again, though. But not offensive. Number 2 is offensive. This is not as offensive.
Okay.
I think it's fine. I wouldn't probably overspray that, but if that's done with some restraint, I think that could be fine on the right type of woman.
How about number 5?
Number 5? Whoa. What is this? This smells like a hand lotion, like a suntan lotion. Maybe like coconut. It's vanilla again. This is all like, it's like very gourmand and this infringes on the 2 territory. I would say that the creaminess is more rounded. It's not pungent,
Okay.
but it is more creamy than I would probably like. This is still pretty strong in the sticks. Performance, I would imagine, is decent, but you're also dealing with these type of notes like vanilla. I don't know if I'm getting coconut, but it's just very, very creamy and sweet. It's interesting. I don't know if I'm going nose blind, but a lot of these have this kind of similar creamy type of nature to them. So
No, you're right.
okay, good.
Your nose is working.
Not my favorite. I would say this is probably closer to the 2 territory. It also just doesn't. It smells like a lotion. It's
Okay.
like a holiday lotion.
Okay, like Bath and Body Works or something like that.
Something like that. Yes.
Here's number 6.
Number 6. This is also kind of this caramelized, almost like honey, candied type of effect to it. Maybe mild citrus in there.
Do you like it? Do you not like it?
I do. This is middle of the pack for me. This is absolutely not offensive. I don't love it. I think right now number 1 and number 3 are close. Number 3 is the outlier so far.
Okay.
This is much more restrained, but still going for that sweet kind of candied approach, kind of like caramelized, slightly gourmand. I don't hate it. I don't
Okay.
hate it. Middle of the pack though for me so far.
Got it. Okay. And you have one more.
More? All right. Oh, I like this. Very powdery. Still, there is vanilla in this. There has to be vanilla in this.
There's a common theme going on.
There is a common theme going on, which, again, this is more restrained. I think I know what this one is.
Okay.
Kind of nutty as well, but powdery. Very powdery. Dense though too. I would say this is probably very similar to number 1, like a warmer type of fragrance. I'd wear this probably in the winter time, fall time. Most of these I think would be better for, outside of number 3, probably for the winter months.
Okay.
But good. There's a restraint here, which I like. Tad more mature, but I think this could be worn by, very similar to number 1. I think this is probably 2 of the most versatile that I've smelled so far. And I don't think anybody would necessarily find that offensive.
Okay.
Okay, so this is...
So, do you want to put them in order of your favorite to least favorite? Do you want to pick a favorite and least favorite? How do you want to do this?
As of right now, I like number 1, 3, didn't mind 4, and then 7.
Okay.
I think those are probably all into the mix. 3 is the outlier for me so far, so it's bothering me what that is. But well, give me a second. I'll do favorite, least favorite. I can rank them, and then you can reveal the bottles after I rank them.
Yeah.
1 second. All right, Courtney. So I feel pretty good about my order.
Final decision?
I think final decision. So I'll start from the bottom, and then I'll say my favorite as well. So number 2 was my least favorite. This is just too sweet for me. I could see this causing a headache for myself. It's very loud, very out there, very bold, brazen. I would not personally like that on somebody. I just imagine walking into an elevator and just being blasted with that. I just have like stress just smelling that. So then I would say my favorite, it was close. There were 4 that were kind of more in my lane that I liked.
Okay.
Favorite though was number 7. I think I know what this is.
Okay.
I think this is Poison. It's good. It's powdery, has vanilla, but also just, I think, restrained to an effect where you're getting some subtle sweetness, but not to the point where you're going to gas people out, which I like. I still think you probably have to be careful with the sprays, but I like that one.
Okay.
And then I would say The next few were also relatively close. I liked 1 and 4 were kind of just like a pick-me for me, as well as number 3. 3 I just put a little higher because it was so different. I bet if it was in a different lineup, I don't know if I would maybe like it as much, but it was such an outlier for this lineup that I actually thought it made more of an impression.
Yeah.
4 is sweet, but I kind of like it. I don't know what it is. And then number 1 is very safe. I think probably along with number 3 and 7, maybe even number 7. I think those might be the 2 most versatile that I smelled on the table. So I like those. And then 5 and 6. 5 had a similar effect to number 2. It didn't have the same sweetness. This is more creamy, but it had almost like a hand lotion type of smell to it, which I found a little off-putting. And the number 6, I wasn't getting much. It did have kind of this more caramelized type of approach, but it didn't leave the same impression as some of the other ones did. So I had that one kind of middle of the pack. So that's how I saw things. I would say there was top 4 were relatively in the same kind of world, and then as you got down here, I think 2 and 5 were very distant. Yeah. I did not like those as much. So relatively speaking, though, I thought they were all, maybe not all, but a good portion of them were pretty solid.
Okay. You ready for the reveal?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready for the reveal. Okay, so what was my least favorite one? Now I'm seeing all the bottles over here. I'm starting to maybe connect the dots. Okay, this is not surprising. Britney Spears.
And you said it smelled like high school or like young.
Mm-hmm.
I know so many girls at my high school that wore that, so that was dead on, spot on.
Way too sweet for me, not for me.
The girl that used to ride in front of me on the school bus would spray so much of that every day, and she would always roll her window down so the wind would come in, and every day it was just like fantasy bomb.
Did you only do 1 spray on that?
Yeah.
That was very strong.
Yes.
That was the strongest of all the fragrances.
Yep. I did 1 spray on all of them just so you could get kind of a similar.
Okay.
Okay. Now, number 5.
Number 5. Actually, no. Do my favorite first. Was I right?
You were right. It's Dior Hypnotic Poison, which he actually bought for me a couple years ago. So I'm glad that you liked it, or else you'd be fake.
Yeah. Well, I bought it because I think I actually liked it. Poison. This is a flanker of.
That's Hypnotic Poison.
Yeah, but it's a classic line. Mm-hmm. I think it's very, very easy to wear.
Yeah. I like Poison too.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then do you want number 5?
Number 5. Okay, what the heck is this?
I hate this fragrance. I don't even know why I have it. I think I got the little lotion and it came in a gift set. I've never worn that because I think it's just, it makes me nauseous. So I'm glad that you didn't like that one.
This, I get where I'm coming from now. Okay, so that was like a body mist. So I maybe that's why I felt like it smelled like hand lotion.
It's like the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream.
Okay.
It's the spray version of that, which, like I said, it came in a set, and I was excited about it because I saw some people online talking about it, and then I smelled it, and I was just like, it just is like, it's modern day Bath and Body Works warm vanilla sugar spray.
It's almost it's cloying. It's not for me.
Okay, number 6 was Prada Candy.
Okay. You've had this for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not my favorite, so that's no surprise.
I think Jared said that one smelled like a brown bag lady at the gas station.
That's extreme, but yeah, it just didn't leave as much of an impression. It was very faint on the stick compared to some of the others, so I felt there was...
I will say also that bottle's pretty old. I don't know if that maybe has something to do with it, but I've had that since college, so it was a Christmas gift.
Got it.
And then number 1 was Black Opium.
Okay. This is very popular.
And yeah, it does have like a vanilla coffee type of vibe to it.
Ugh, I hate the bottle. Does
the glitter?
Yes, no, it comes off. I hate glitter. It's the virus of arts and crafts. I hate it.
Okay, and then number 4 was Viva La Juicy, which I was actually kind of surprised that you liked.
Yeah, that is actually very surprising. This bottle is a little tacky, but hey.
So bad. It wasn't horrible though. I mean, compared to those.
So the thing I noticed about this is it was very subtle on the strip, and one thing I always notice whenever I smell a fragrance on somebody is I like the subtle, like just hit of the fragrance when you maybe like walk by somebody.
Yeah.
I think if you get the sprays right, I could see that maybe being rather pleasant, but not my favorite again, but I am surprised that one actually creeped up to number 3.
Yeah. It actually does smell pretty good.
On this, it smelled good on this.
Yeah. It's like subtle, it's not too much, it's sweet, it's like It's interesting. But people say the gold, Juicy Couture Gold, they really like that one.
Okay.
We don't have that one, but...
I think it was also set up because I went from smelling this and then you go into something like that. It was more subtle.
Yes.
Oh, and then it's
Chanel Coco Mademoiselle.
Okay.
Which is very different, I think, than the rest. The rest kind of have that sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
And this still has a subtle sweetness, but it's more like fresh, more I'm a lawyer.
What this reminds me of is similar to what like Eau Sauvage is for men, for women. Very bright, refreshing, simple. It's going to be mass appealing. It's a classic.
Yep.
So, all right. I mean, honestly, if I saw these, I don't think even though I saw the branding, I don't think it would be actually that much different.
No, I don't either.
Maybe subtle changes, like maybe Prada would move up, but I think that goes to show like when you're able to look at these kind of more blind, it does just give you a more honest take. So, all right, guys, well, that's my list. I mean, leave comments down below if you like this video. I think one thing for sure, because this is a video for more from the women's perspective, I think it's always good to see some encouragement that you guys want to see this. We're trying to find a nice middle ground of how much videos for women versus men, and I think we like doing both and kind of keeping things open, but we're just trying to find that happy medium. So if you guys like it, definitely give us some encouragement down below in the comments as well. And do you agree with my picks? Love to see that too. And go follow us over on our Instagram account, Baldassarre Fragrance. Post a lot of content over on there as well. So as always, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.